Hi, okay, my name's Wadsing Gandu and today I'm going to be filming a cruelty-free makeup look. It's going to be more of an everyday makeup look and here it is. I hope you guys enjoy and continue watching. Okay, so the first thing I do is I apply moisturiser. So I actually use the Sanctuary Spa one because it's great for like dry skin, and also the foundation I'm using is quite matte. I'm using Fenty Beauty, and Fenty Beauty actually have 40 shades in their foundation, and that was like their first launch when I had 40 shades, which is why it became so popular. And the reason being for me transitioning is because I was always into documentaries. So I always enjoyed watching a lot of like Netflix owned documentaries as well. So I'd watch a lot of documentaries like Cowspiracy, Earthlings, which is actually on YouTube, Forks Over Knives. I've always personally been active, like doing swimming, dancing, and all sorts of things like that. So normally when you're active, the more you get active, the more you start becoming interested in health and nutrition. It's just something that happens. So yeah, I was quite young. I was maybe like 15, 16 when I started to research and get into it. And there were also loads of YouTubers promoting veganism and stuff like that. It was like a really big thing on YouTube back then. But honestly, when I say it can be for everyone, it literally can, because there's so many different ways of eating and it's so easy to shop cruelty free these days. There's this website called the Cruelty Free Bunny which tells you, and on Beauty Bay or any other shop, if you literally just type in cruelty free or vegan, it'll show you all the makeup that's cruelty free or vegan. So, and also it is affordable products, because I know there's a stigma around how cruelty free makeup is expensive. This is also one of my favourite concealers, LA Girl Pro Concealer, and it's a dupe for the NARS one, and unfortunately now NARS is no longer cruelty free because I think they're partnered up with Estee Lauder. So that's also a negative thing, because I actually never got to purchase a NARS concealer and that's what I was going to do. So that's also something that's been controversial as well. But this is a lot cheaper than the NARS concealer, so I recommend you go out and look for this. And if you actually look in the drugstore, you'll notice how there are tons of cruelty-free concealers and tons of cruelty-free products. And if you really think about it, you generally never really switch brands. Once you find a brand, you never switch to it, so you're not really missing out on a lot. If you're wondering exactly what makes a product cruelty free, is basically animal testing isn't actually allowed within the UK, but for example MAC Cosmetics, they do test on animals, not in the UK but within China, so that's what doesn't make them cruelty free. And although if I buy a product in MAC, it's not tested on animals here, the funds that I've put towards that product, a few of them will go to the animal testing in China. So I am like contributing and supporting that by buying products from there. Now it is optional whether you want to buy, whether you want to sell your products in China or not, which is why there's such a thing as cruelty-free makeup. So the brushes I use are Zoeva, and 8 brushes for £60, really long lasting. But if you want to go for a cheap option, Real Techniques, and Real Techniques is drugstore and it's also vegan. And I definitely recommend, like I said, Fenty Beauty. I recommend Zoeva. Zoeva actually do products, not just brushes as well. I recommend Smashbox. In this video, I also do have Too Faced. Too Faced, I'm not sure about now, because recently, like a few months ago, I bought their products a while ago, but literally a few months ago they had joined with another makeup brand which isn't cruelty free. So, but they still claim to be cruelty free, but I'm not entirely sure. So if you want to buy Too Faced products, I would be careful of that now. The baking powder I like to use is Revolution. This is a banana powder. I have noticed the difference with using cruelty-free makeup compared to animal-tested makeup, because I feel like a lot of brands, if they are not cruelty-free, sometimes they just may not really care about the product itself, like in terms of whether it's good for you or whether it's like damaging. Like for example, the MAC lipsticks, I had a lot of bad experience with them. They just used to dry out my lips a lot. Yeah, I normally just leave that to sit. And in terms of eyebrows, it is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate. What I also do is I take the Betty Luminizer. This is meant to be a highlight, but I feel like I should have gone just like a shade lighter. Like now I've been talking about cruelty-free makeup, vegan makeup. What's the difference? So cruelty-free makeup is when the makeup is not tested on animals, and vegan makeup is, yes, the makeup is not tested on animals, but it also does not have animal ingredient within the makeup. So it is a little bit of a when people say, oh, this product is cruelty-free. Technically it's not, because if it has animal product in it, it means animal exploitation was involved within the cruelty-free makeup, but because it's not tested on the animal, it's considered as cruelty-free. So the next thing that I'm going to go on to doing is mascara. I use Smashbox Full Exposure because it's natural and I'm not really going anywhere. I'm not going to put a lot on. And then I'm going to use a blush from Too Faced. So what I use as a highlight, because obviously I said that Betty Luminizer wasn't really a highlight, I use this shade from Too Faced, and this is a rose gold, and I think rose gold is like one of the best colours you could ever highlight with. So I'll show you. So I use a little eyeshadow brush and then I put it on like this first. Right. So then I'll blend it out with this brush, depending on how intense you want it. Thing is, if you use it with a big brush, sometimes it's not as intense compared to when you use it with a small brush. So sometimes I use these colours, sometimes I don't. I use my other eyeshadow colours. But normally, just for a natural eyeshadow, if you don't want to really see your creases, I use Fuzzy Handcuff. Thank you so much for watching this video on my take of a cruelty-free makeup look.